Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be looking at our weekly swing trading routine that I do every single Sunday to ensure that I'm going into the week with some sort of game plan. You never want to go into the week as a trader just kind of willy-nilly. Maybe I'll buy a stock, maybe I won't have a plan. If I see an opportunity, I'll hop in on it. No, that is a recipe for disaster. That is what beginners do. That is what that 85% do. I'm sure you've heard those statistics of 85% of traders fail. Yeah, it makes sense if you actually look at those traders. Those traders are uneducated, unexperienced, and they don't lack the discipline. So you actually have to treat trading like a business, like any other thing that you want to grow. So, in today's video, we're going to be looking at what I do every single Sunday to ensure I know what's going on. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about trading and swing trading in the market, check out our school. It's awesome. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. It's awesome. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've used over the past 7 years of trading. So check it out down below. It's fantastic. And I even think we have a Black Friday sale going on right now. We might even just change it for the holiday sale and do it this rest of this month because you guys have absolutely showed how much you guys love it for 51% off, the largest sale we've ever done. So check it out, code Black Friday for 51% off. And guys, I hope you guys all enjoy it, but more importantly, I hope you learned something. So let's turn to the computer and jump into this here. So, all right. So the first thing here that I kind of want to talk about here is going to be what I first do. So the first thing that I do when I am getting ready for the week is I'm looking at my holding category. So as of right now, I'm holding one stock. Now we'll break down kind of why I entered this position. So looking at it here, what do we notice? It has this really nice upward trend, right? We've seen the stock go from, about $130 all the way up to highs at about $220, which is pretty good. Let me move myself real quick. So, great amount of buying pressure. We've also seen heavy support here near and around this red line where it hit and we had that good move, right? So recently the stock sold off down here. So we took a nice small trade to see if we can get in on it, possibly wait for some confirmation, So we took a nice trade here, not just because of the moving average line, because the moving average line, we have a decent trend, as well as the RSI was trading at a 36, which last time it was trading there was back in here where we had some good buying pressure. Previous to that was in here, and looking at some lower time frame. Yeah, we still have that downward trend, but I do think we could see some, a little bit of a flat, the stock kind of flatten out here. So for me, our stop loss is going to be below 190. If the stock sells off below it, we'll just get out of the trade. Not that big of a deal. We've had a great month. And so for me, I'm willing to just be a little more risky, going to the end of the year. And so we'll see if we can get some support, start stepping in, some buying pressure. So what I would do here is make sure I have my stop loss in place, which I already said near and around 190, and then profit. Ideally, profit, you want to set at resistance. So you guys can kind of see the hard resistance up here where it's hit it several times and just has a hard time breaking above it. So ideally, stop is below 190. Target is up here at 209. Now, let's do a brief risk management for this one. So our stop, like I said, is below 190. So we'll do 189 for a possible push up here. 5.6 to 1 risk versus reward, which is awesome. And a lot of people always ask, they go, Carter, what broker are you using? I am using MOOMOO. They're my favorite broker, and I'll put a link to them down below. You guys can get up to 20 free stock just by signing up with them. So check them out. But all right, now after we establish the stock we're holding, the game plan behind it. Your holding category is just one piece to that puzzle. The next thing is going to be your watch list. So we've actually went ahead and we looked at our scanners and we put in stocks that have some sort of potential. Now, potential is a very, very broad term. What it is often is stocks that have a little bit of some sell-off, a little bit of buying pressure, maybe on a support line, but it hasn't had confirmation. So let's look at some and we can talk about how you guys can start doing this. So the first thing that I do here with our watch list category here, with this stock THC, if we go to the daily, you guys can see it hit that 200-day moving average line, which is actually a really nice move. Good sell-off for this stock here. You can see recent support here at that 138 mark, so it's hit it before. We've had good buying pressure there. We do have some old resistance, and old resistance actually does have tendencies of acting as new support here. But if we go ahead and we look at some lower time frame, what do we notice? It has heavy resistance below, this yellow line. This yellow line is what we call the 50-day moving average line. So for me to be interested, I would want a breakout of that line, right? So, we would want to get in on that push going above it. So probably near and around that 140 to 141 mark. So we would just set an alert. So now when that stock gets some buying pressure, crosses over that zone, we're notified, ready to rock and roll. Another one here is ticker symbol MLI. MLI, looking at the daily, what do we notice? Heavy support on that 90-day moving average line, right? You guys can see it hit it in the past, gotten good moves, very good buying pressure. The RSI is at a 33, so it's a super undervalued point right now. We're starting to see a little flatten out here. We easily could get a nice move going up, but similar situation, heavy resistance above that 50-day moving average line. So we want to set it probably near and around that 179.40 mark, between the 179.20 mark, right in that range. We already have an alert set, so we're ready to go with that one. This one here, HCA. What do we notice, right? What do we notice? We've seen a bunch of false breakouts where the stock pops up above it, hits that red line, sells off, right? Pops up again, sells off. If we go down, pops up, sells off, pops up. So this thing is prone to false breakouts, but it actually does have that heavy resistance above that red line, which is the 200-day. So we could always throw an alert there, which I definitely think would be a good spot. Also here, if we look at some lower time frames, let's see what's going on with this one here. So daily, just really bad. Let's look at the weekly here and see what we got going on. Weekly is coming in contact with that 90-day moving average line. For the weekly point, it represents a good possibility here. So for us, we're going to that lower time frame and see if we can get a breakout of this. So our entry would be near and around that 330 mark. That would be for me the best point for this one here. So, all you got to do is just, adjust and get ready. Then we got BGC. This one here I was super excited for. It didn't really pan out because, looking at that, that trend, the sellers are just in control, right? That huge amount of sell-off. So for us, very similar. Want to get in on that push going above it. And so we can just throw an alert there, ready to rock and roll for that breakout here. And that's the thing, right? Being prepared, going through your watch list, planning out these entry points, planning out, okay, if this stock gets buying pressure, what am I doing? If it continues to sell off, what are we doing? Are we going to enter for an undervalued point, or are we just going to abandon it? And I think that's what makes trading, makes traders very, very successful. It's not just these massive returns. It's just doing the work and understanding, those 1%, 2%, 3% returns that just compound over the course of a year is just what makes up a successful trader. So, guys, we'll end it here. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. And if you guys are part of the group, we'll take a screenshot of this full watch list and I'll put it in there for you guys with all of the stocks. So get ready for that. And I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys did, like, subscribe, code Black Friday, 51% off, and I'll see you guys in there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.